Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, also known as Redbeard in certain circles. Today, I have my next offering from Buffalo Trace, which is the Buffalo Trace Straight Bourbon, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. All right, so most people have probably had this one. I'm not going to dive into it too deep. I am going to read off a little bit from the website because apparently it won a few medals this year. Ancient buffalo carved paths through the wilderness that led American pioneers and explorers to new frontiers. One such trail led to the banks of the Kentucky River, where Buffalo Trace Distillery has been making bourbon whiskey the same way for more than 200 years. In tribute to the mighty buffalo and the rugged, independent spirit of the pioneers who followed them, we created our signature Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So, this one actually won 2 gold medals this year, both one at the New York International Spirits Competition and the other one at the American Whiskey Masters. So, good on you, Buffalo Trace. Also, there's some reviews. Somebody, you might know this guy if you're into whiskey. His name's Jim Murray. He has what is called the Whiskey Bible. And believe it or not, Mr. Jim Murray will be coming to East Texas next February. We have a local bourbon society called the East Texas Bourbon Society, and they're bringing out Jim Murray to head up a massive taste test over, I think, 6 or 7 different Texas bourbons. I believe it's called the Texas Bourbon Shootout. Sometime in February, early February, I believe it's the first weekend. I can get dates for it if anybody's interested. Friday night, they're going to have the Texas Bourbon Shootout. Saturday night will be the Bourbon and Bow Ties events, where they're going to have bourbon from all over America. And the distilleries, they'll have people from the distillery at the event. So I believe this is the 3rd or 4th year that they've done it. It's just gaining speed. It's a good time. If you're in the area, check it out. And I'll try to post a link to it whenever I can find one. So back to the whiskey. Buffalo Trace, it's the next on our list. It's the 4th one up, or the 5th one up. This one locally retails for about $25.99 plus tax. Bottled at 45% alcohol. Yeah, 45% alcohol. And I haven't had this one in a long time. As a matter of fact, the last time I drank this whiskey, I was flying to Las Vegas back in January of this year. So, good 10 months ago. Like always, I've got neat, I've got some water in it, and I've got an ice, and this one's been in there for a little bit, so it's almost melted completely. So this one's got a very similar nose to the Special Reserve. Definitely some caramel, maybe some toffee. Vanilla for sure. I mean, you get caramel and vanilla damn near out of every bourbon you'll ever drink because of the barrel. That's the 2 easiest things to pick up for most everybody. I would venture to say that 95% of the world, or at least America, has had caramel and toffee and vanilla, and it's just something we eat as kids. Yeah, it smells good. This one is very similar. I'd have to look up the mash bills on these two, but this one is very similar to the Special Reserve. And I drink it often. It smells so similar. I mean, there might be a little tweak in it. It could be the same exact mash bill. It's just aged elsewhere in the warehouse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same juice. So this one, I got a little more than a cap full of water. So this was probably closer to 80 proof. Yeah, it just completely like wiped out all of the flavor. I put a little too much water in it, maybe 2 capfuls. Absolutely nothing on the nose. So I mean, if you're looking for something that you're going to be able to water down and have aroma still in it, this might not be the bourbon for you. Yeah, it's just gone completely. So this one, it's pretty much had a full ice cube melted in it. It's been sitting for a minute, dealing with the dog. She's over here sleeping underneath my feet. I think I might like this one on ice a lot better than I like the Special Reserve. It's got a few different character flavors. I don't even know how to say it. I believe it is the same mash bill as the Weller Special Reserve, or the Weller series of bourbons, but it's got a little different note that I can't pick apart. I'm not a professional sommelier. I would consider myself to be a professional drunk, but I don't get drunk that often. I work out too much. I know it doesn't look like it. Got to tighten up on that diet. But I think for the value and the taste, man, I would probably rank this one head to head. Oh, I'm sorry, Bonnie. I kicked her in the face, punched her in the nose. I would rank this one pretty even with the Weller Special Reserve. Yeah. And what I think I'm going to do after this one, after this video is posted, I'm going to do a blind tasting with Benchmark, Ancient Age, and Old Charter. We're going to do a blind tasting, and I'm going to try to get either my friend Curtis or Gene over here, and we'll set it up. So you'll get a couple different opinions. We'll set that one up, and I think every third whiskey, possibly. Yeah. Every third or fourth whiskey, we're going to throw on a blind tasting. And whoever wins out of that group, we might put it in like the final 4 towards the end and see what we come up with and just break it up like that. Kind of extend this series of Buffalo Trace whiskeys. Although I have to say this. I was given some bad information on when the lottery for the BTAC, the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, was taking place here locally in East Texas. I thought it was going to happen next month, beginning of next month. Well, the emails for the lottery go out in October, beginning of November. Well, they're not going to get the whiskeys until early December. So I'm going to have to do some filler videos. I'd like to stretch this one out. Maybe I have some friends in the Bourbon Society who have some older BTAC whiskeys and might be able to try to do some reviews with them. And we'll extend this series on out a little bit. See if I can't find somebody, throw in a cigar video. Say, hey, here's a good pairing. Try this. So we'll do that. And we'll try to take this out as far as I can get it, and hopefully we can get some nice BTAC. Hopefully. I appreciate all of the comments and suggestions about the audio and the video. I'm trying a couple different things. I'm trying some echo or some sound dampening stuff. I've played around with the settings a little bit, so hopefully it sounds a little bit better. I think if I can keep myself from getting excited and getting loud and having a quick spike in the volume, that'll probably help out a lot. But I appreciate you guys. Please check out my Patreon page. The the more I can get donations, the better I can serve you guys, and the better this series is going to be. So, like always, you can reach me at Son of Thor 3 on Instagram. I have my friends. We have at Bearded Idiots Podcast on Instagram. We're available on any podcasting app. Just look us up, Bearded Idiots Podcast. We talk a bunch of nonsense and tomfoolery and shenanigans. So check us out. Share us with your friends. Like always, drink some whiskey. Share that with your friends and family. Have a good time. And my face looks really white. The sun's out. It's been raining for like 3 days here in East Texas. But like always, drink some whiskey. Share it with your friends and family. Have a good time and be safe. Take care.